News coming in right now. Trinamool Congress Member of Parliament Mahua Moitra leaves from her residence. Parliament Ethics Committee has asked her to appear before it today in connection with a cash for query charge against her. So Mahua Moitra has left from her residence. Remember, shortly she is to appear before the ethics panel. You see those images of the Member of Parliament leaving from her residence. She is headed towards the Parliament complex at the moment. The ethics panel will be meeting at 11 a.m. this morning. Mahua Moitra will be appearing shortly over there, and she will be presenting her defense in the cash for query scandal that has broken out. Remember, at the first sitting of the ethics panel in this matter, they had heard Jayanant Dehadrai, the lawyer complainant in this case, and then BJP Member of Parliament Nishikant Dubey, who of course was the one to complain against Mahua Moitra to the Lok Sabha Speaker, who then of course forwarded that complaint to the ethics panel so they could investigate it further. Mahua Moitra today will be appearing before the ethics panel and presenting her defense. She earlier had written to the ethics panel chief and sought her right to cross-examine Jayanant Dehadrai and also Darshan Hiranandani, the businessman who's corroborated some of the charges levelled by Jayanant Dehadrai against Mahua Moitra. But Mahua Moitra says his suo motu affidavit is scant on details. He simply says things like expensive luxury items were given to Mahua Moitra. But what are those luxury items that I received is what Mahua Moitra is asking. You cannot make charges simply by making generic statements. You need to specify your charges because these are very serious allegations that are being levelled against a parliamentarian. My colleague Aishwarya Paliwal is now joining me over the phone line. Aishwarya, Mahua Moitra leaves from her residence. She will be appearing before the ethics panel shortly. It's going to be a very tough day for the parliamentarian because she'll have many questions to answer.
Well, definitely, Pauline, Mahua Moitra will have to give, the one specific answer that, everyone is now looking at, and that is just the crucial question that everyone is now asking is how can you, as an MP, give out your credentials, your login ID to someone who's not even sitting in India, someone who's a businessman and who's sitting in Dubai. So the national security issue is something which Mahua Moitra definitely will give an answer for, and maybe that's the reason why we have seen even her party, the TMC, has not, come out and supported her. We have seen some statements coming out, but everyone is now keenly looking at the questions that will be asked today and the reply that Mahua Moitra will be giving, specifically if we speak about the national issue.
That's right. Also, Mahua has been, of course, saying a few things when she has written at least twice to the ethics panel chief. She, of course, says that she wants to cross-examine Jayanant Dehadrai and Darshan Hiranandani, Aishwarya.
Well, that's the defense that Mahua Moitra has been giving from day one. But we all have seen that a very detailed affidavit has been filed by Darshan Hiranandani. So all those questions will definitely be asked. And the other thing which the ethics panel is now looking at is the fact that if one MP can do this, what's stopping the other MPs in future from doing something very similar like this? So those are the things which the ethics panel will now have to, dive deep into. And definitely a very crucial day for Mahua Moitra because there are chances, and we have seen it in the past also, Pauline, MPs have been suspended from the parliament for these kind of issues. So that's also something which will be very crucial for Mahua Moitra and TMC as a party.
Absolutely. And the TMC, of course, Aishwarya, keeping absolutely mum about this, saying that we're waiting for the ethics panel probe. But nobody so far, while of course, yes, there is an investigation on and they think that Mahua Moitra can defend herself, but the fact that the party has not spoken up at all in this matter when a very serious charge has been levelled against one of their most vocal members of parliament, it just goes to show that there is some amount of discomfort within the party about these charges.
Definitely, and that's the reason why we have seen the kind of silence that has come from TMC. And the reason is because they too are understanding the seriousness of the issue. Mahua Moitra obviously, has been making statements. Following you exclusively spoke with her. She has been giving out her side of the story. But yes, the seriousness of the issue is something which is not lost, at least on the TMC. And that's the reason why we are seeing, how quiet they are. They are all looking at what will happen today. The next 24 hours extremely crucial. TMC as a party and for Mahua Moitra because obviously, the sword of her being suspended from parliament is definitely hanging on Mahua Moitra's head.
Right, Aishwarya, they're tracking all those developments. Shortly, Mahua Moitra will be appearing before the ethics panel. And given, of course, how vociferously. She's been defending herself before the media, and of course in those letters to the ethics panel. Expect fireworks at that panel when she appears to defend herself against those very serious charges that have been leveled against her.